Previously, we worked on the nature of culture, the significance of culture, and how to shape culture. Now we're going to look at the characteristics of a healthy organizational culture. We're not going to work on the more technical aspects of organizational design and organizational life. There are many excellent resources that address the technical aspects of organizations. Two of them are noted among the additional resources. Instead, our focus will be on the characteristics of life and health in organizations of every kind and size. Whether you lead a large international ministry or a local church, everything we work on together will be applicable and, I hope, very helpful to you. Let's begin with the one core characteristic of a healthy organization. What is the best and most biblical way to define a healthy organization? Clearly, there are many things we could focus on. Should an organization be considered healthy when it's doing well financially? Or is it healthy when it's large in size? Or when it has good use of technology? Or when it has good systems of communication? Or effective marketing, or a high level of productivity or creativity? Is it healthy when it's a strong learning organization? Or when it values inclusivity and diversity? Perhaps an organization is healthy when it has a strong social media presence, lots of followers and likes. There are lots of other things we could look at, aren't there? And all of those things are good, they're fine. But it becomes very complicated when we try to address all of that at the same time. There are so many characteristics. So let's focus instead on one key biblical indicator of health. Now, the New Testament is mainly concerned with one specific organization, the Church of the Lord Jesus. But what the New Testament says about a healthy church is equally applicable to every organization, as we will see. And it gives us a very useful way to think about organizational health. In the New Testament, there are many metaphors for the church. For example, the church is spoken of as the bride of Christ and the temple of God. But the main metaphor for the church in the New Testament is that of a body. The church is compared to a human body, particularly in 1 Corinthians 12. And this metaphor is applicable to every kind of organization, the organization as a body. So let's think about a body. When a part of my body is not functioning properly, what do you call me? You'll describe me as sick or unhealthy, won't you? This means a simple definition of a healthy human body is one in which every part is functioning properly. In the same way, a healthy organization is, quite simply, one in which every member is functioning properly. If every person in the organization functions properly, then the organization will have all those other components we mentioned. They will all be working well. So this is the one core characteristic of a healthy organization, that every member is functioning properly. In the book of Ephesians, Paul shares a clear revelation of this. Look at this in Ephesians 4. From Christ, the whole body, joined and held together by every joint with which it is equipped, when each part is working properly, makes the body grow so that it builds itself up in love and comes to maturity. Paul is talking about the church here, but this applies perfectly to every kind of organization. When each part is working properly, then the organization is healthy, it will grow, and it will be effective. Now, this is very significant. If I, as the leader, think that health means that my organization has to have good financial management, communication, technology funding, marketing, productivity, and so forth, then my focus in leading the organization will be on getting all of those activities working. But if I recognize that the core of a healthy organization is every member functioning properly, then what will my focus be on? I will focus on the people. I will shift from focusing just on organizational activities to focusing on people, the life and the health of the people. Now, please don't misunderstand me. All of those activities are important. Actually, they're vital. But the activities are not the foundation of the organization. The people are. And when you have the right people in the right places in the organization, and those people are doing well and doing the right things when they're functioning properly, all of those activities will be taken care of very well. For many leaders in Christian nonprofits and organizations, and also churches, this is a profound shift of thinking. For church leaders, this is a shift of thinking from trying to get a bunch of ministry programs running to building the lives of the people, from which the programs will then come. Remember what Jesus told us: go into all the world and make disciples, yeah? And for ministry organization leaders, this is a shift of thinking from just focusing on activities and ministry production to focusing on the people. Ensuring that you have the right people in the right places and that those people are doing well in their lives, in their capacities, and in their daily work. We're shifting from the mechanics of the organization to the life of the organization, the life of the people in the organization. This is the one core characteristic of a healthy organization, that every member is functioning properly.